Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a very good day. For today's video, I want to do a paper star tutorial. If you watched my 2015 reading resolutions and star jar video, you know that I am creating these origami paper stars to indicate the books I've read and movies, television, anime shows I've watched over the year. This is just my way to see visually how much entertainment I've consumed. So let's get started with this tutorial. So what you'll need is, of course, paper. You could either use origami paper like I have here, and this is 25 centimeters by 25 centimeters big. I think the longer the strip you can get out of a piece of paper, the better. Just when it comes to pinching in those points, it'll just be easier. Or, of course, you could just use regular old printer paper, and if you want to color it with markers, pencil, crayon, or whatever, then you could do that too. So let's start off with the printer paper first. Let's measure out our strip of paper. What I've been doing, at least for the origami stars I've been creating, is measuring out 1 centimeter wide strips of paper. So what I've been doing is measuring at the very top and at the bottom of the paper. You might be wondering, Priscilla, why don't you just use your mat? Because there's guides and everything. Well, I just prefer this way. So what you want to do is line up your ruler to the markings you just created. And if you're using scissors to cut out the strip of paper, you could just use your pencil to line the paper so you know where to cut. But since I'm using my X-Acto knife, I'll just line up my ruler and just cut along that. Right. And like I said, you could color the paper if you'd like. So I'll just use this yellow marker, Prismacolor marker, to color this. And what I've been doing every time I finish a book or movie or whatever, I would write down the title. For this tutorial, I'll just write paper star number 1. Alright, so now that we have our strip of paper, it's now for the fun folding part. And so you want to flip the paper over to the colored side and make a loop out of the strip. So you fold it like so, and then you take this top part and loop it under. And what I usually do is hold on to one end of the strip and I pull on the other end. And you want to have a short end and a long end by the end of it. That's a lot of ends. But you just pull the strip like so. And you can adjust along the way. Like that. And you could flip over just to make it a bit tighter. All the while, you want to make sure you're not really flattening out this folded piece of paper. So that's kind of the key, I think, when we start to pinch the sides so it's all puffy and star-like. So I think that's good enough right here. So we kind of almost have a pentagon shape. To complete it, we want this short end folded and lined up with this edge right over here. So if I fold it, it's a bit long. There's a bit of this edge kind of sticking out over here. Ideally, you'll have a short enough end that you won't have to either cut it or fold it over. But since it's a bit long, I'm just gonna fold it over like this. And then I'm gonna fold it over again. So now we have a pentagon shape. And you kind of want to line it up to the edge here. Alright, so now what we want to do with this long end is fold it over on itself. So just flipping it over here, you'll want to fold it over, all the while lining up the edge of the paper with the edge of the pentagon right over here. And then you fold it over again, and you just do that again and again and again, all the while trying not to flatten out this piece of paper as you go. You just want to keep folding and folding. Alright, so we are at the end, and ideally, if this was long enough, I would tuck this end of the paper into this flap right over here. But since it's quite short, I'll have to fold it in this flap. And since it's a bit long, you could either cut off the end of it so you could tuck it nice and neatly under there, or I'm just gonna fold it because why not? That'll work too. And so you just slip this under the fold here. Like so. And so now we have our folded pentagon. To make the points, we're just gonna pinch on the sides here at the midway point between this point and that point. So just use your finger and push it in like that. And you just do that all around. And because you didn't like flatten it out as you folded the strip over on itself, it should puff up quite nicely. So ta-da! So now you have your paper star all puffy and sweet and cute like. So that is the paper star tutorial. Next, guys, I'm gonna try it out with the origami paper. So I'm gonna speed the video up just so you can see how I do. Yeah? Okay. And there you have another paper star. So that's nice, cute, and puffy as well. So that is the paper star tutorial, guys. I hope this was informative. And of course, once you created your star, you could put them in your jar. So for this tutorial, I'm gonna plunk those in there. Like so. That is the paper star tutorial. I think I've said that like 5 billion times. Anyways, guys, that is everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Read those books, watch those movies and TV shows, and hopefully by the end of the year, you'll have a jar full of pretty stars. And yeah, anyways, I will talk to you later and have a very good one. Bye!